You're watching Storyboard. Now, you can't have missed the big ad splash that Maruti Suzuki has been making. It has a two-pronged ad strategy at work, an overarching Advantage Maruti Suzuki campaign, as well as individual campaigns for the Wagon R, SX4 and the A-Star. All this advertising is expected to continue well into August and through India's test tour of England. What does this marketing investment signify, especially when the auto industry is seeing growth come down from the annual scorching 30% levels it had set? Let's ask Mayank Pareek. He is the man in charge of all the sales and marketing that is made or done by Maruti Suzuki, and he joins us now from Delhi. Mayank Pareek, thank you for talking to us on Storyboard. The first question is this big advertising burst from Maruti Suzuki. How unusual is this at this time of the year, and how much does it have to do with the fact that the industry overall is seeing a slowdown?
Yeah, Anuradha, as you said, yes, there has been a slowdown in the market. So our efforts in slowdown is to engage customers more intensely, more intensive engagement. So we are doing two-pronged strategies. One is, of course, the mass media, TV, which you mentioned. Of course, we are there big on the internet, social media, print, etc. But what you did not mention is that we are doing a lot of customer engagement activities on the ground level. For example, in the month of June, last month, we did more than 6,000 customer-facing events, more than 6,000. You heard me right, almost 200 per day. Idea is to make sure that, of course, there is a slowdown and not much can be done about that. What we can really do is bring customers back to the market, engage them intensely, and make sure that your value proposition is understood by them. In that way, yes, we are doing a very extensive campaign for last 2 months, and it will continue for at least 2 more months.
We saw another rate hike, fuel prices going up. We are seeing the direct impact on the demand for diesel vehicles over petrol vehicles.
Right.
So how is the largest car maker in the country, that is Maruti Suzuki, reacting to or getting ready to cope with the slowdown?
See, primarily 3 factors are responsible for this slowdown. One is fuel price hike. All of us know since December it's almost 20% up. Interest rates increasing. Almost 70% cars are purchased by customer by taking loan. So interest rate hike definitely affects our sales. And the inflation, which creates a very negative sentiments and which is not good for the industry. So broadly, these 3 factors are resulting in a so-called slowdown. But very interestingly, Anuradha, what's happening is, despite the slowdown, the customer flow and customer inquiries continues to remain very high. For example, even for the first quarter, flowing into July also, customer inquiries are almost 30% up compared to last year. However, this is not translating into sales. So what we are doing is, first part of the strategy is to make sure that the customer flow remains at a very high level. So that's why you'll see all these customer engagement activities and advertisement. Second thing is to convert these people into sales. So we have done a campaign highlighting the cost of ownership of Maruti vehicles.
Right.
Together with high sales promotion which is running, I think they make a potent combination to beat this slowdown.
After almost 2 years, which is after December 2008, for the first time in June 2011, your company actually saw sales drop. How much of pressure is that putting on the marketing function?
Actually, that drop you must understand in the 2 contexts. See, we had a plant shutdown in June. No, every year, twice a year, we stop our factory to do maintenance. So that is one. And second thing, we had an unexpected strike. All of this resulted in our losing almost 20,000 vehicles. So if you add that, we were positive even last month. Now, these are unexpected things, you can't do much about it.
The other fact that is being discussed also is the fact that there has been some market share loss for about 6 out of your 7 cars in the small and compact segment. So is this increased marketing activity got to do with that as well, addressing that as well?
No, actually this marketing activity we had planned proactively. You know very well that marketing activity can't be just switched on and off. It has to be planned long way. So we planned this cost of ownership campaign in April and started thereafter. However, if you see, we lost around 3% market share in first quarter. But if you add this 20,000 vehicles which we lost, we would be little plus in the market share. So market share is not the thing. Idea is, rather, as a market leader, we think we are in the best position to revive the market.
Right.
So we need to do everything possible and perhaps more to make sure that the customers come back and the market revives. In fact, if you would recall in 2008 when we had a similar slowdown, we had done a lot of activity and turnaround happened quickly. So we are doing the same thing again at a much higher level.
Between 2011 and 2012, when we look back at it, do you feel today in July that the overall advertising and promotion expense for the company is going to be higher this year over the previous year?
Yeah, over the previous year it will be higher, but it will not be at the same level. We are creating burst in this quarter, and after that there will be a little less than that. Because having created those customer engagements, I think we'll be coming down on that.
So how are you gauging the results of this campaign that is going to go on for another 3 weeks or so at least?
See, primarily in this category like cars, effectiveness we measure by customer inflow. And we already seeing that customer inflow is much better. However, you are not seeing results or effect of this in the sales, primarily because, as I said, 4C major strike happened and we lost vehicles. This month again, in another 2 days you will see, but I'll tell you now itself that will be down because we are shifting production of Swift. Our desire from Manesar to Gurgaon plant, and Swift we are putting up a new line to increase capacity in Manesar. So this month also will be down, but that's for a good cause. You will have increased number of Swift and Desire after that.
Right.
So yes, going forward we will recover it.
Okay, so you're saying it's too early to track the effectiveness of these campaigns or this investment on sales, but the softer parameters, which is sales inquiries and salience and buying preference, or you're happy with what those parameters are showing?
Okay, now as a marketer, I'm never happy, but yeah, I think there has been improvement, which is okay.
All right. You mentioned the unusual circumstances of the strike that happened in this first quarter. Is there anything that you need to do in terms of dealing with customers and the deliveries and their expectations on that front as a marketer?
Yes, like one thing is very unfortunate that that disruption happened, but our network is adequately stocked as of now. So customer barring Swift and Desire will not have much problem. Swift and Desire, yes, in fact, we have informed to customers that there is a delay, kindly bear with us, and this month, coming August, we will start supply at an increased level, so we hope to cover that. But other models we are adequately stocked, no problem.
Right, and a quick question on that big, unusual model from Maruti, which is the premium Kizashi. How is that one faring?
So far so good. Please understand, Kizashi is a model which we are importing from Japan. So import duties are really high. So it's not about volume. At the launch also we had said that we are not looking for huge volume out of it. It can't be all to ever. But this is an opportunity for us to learn about the premium segment, what she wants, what a premium customer is looking for. So this is what we are doing. We are trying to understand how it goes. But so far so good.
Okay, so
it's not a volume driver as such.
Absolutely. The fact that Maruti Suzuki is playing in a segment which has hitherto not been, playing in, that must be an interesting experience, isn't it?
Yeah. See, leadership is about leadership across, not one segment or two segments. And we think that this market today is very small, I know. But going forward, maybe in 2015 or 2020, we could see some big improvement in that. So this is a time to learn about those consumers. In fact, we have been continuously doing this, creating new customer segments and identifying new trends and try to learn and then come big time in that.
Festive sales are where a lot of expectations are pinned when it comes to auto companies. Is festive season 2011 going to be any different and is going to have a positive impact on an industry which is slowing down?
Yeah, I really hope that it is good. But on serious note, I think two things you see, fundamentals which I mentioned to you, fuel price and interest rate inflation are creating negative sentiments. But yes, we have seen in the past that festival season gives rise to that surge in demand. So first, Onam is what we are looking for, which will start, Onam, Ganesh Chaturthi, and I think festive season should be good. Industry should see some sort of revival in that period. But right now it is they say it's a blessing in disguise, but I think very well disguised.
We talked about the investment and the splash in advertising, but when it comes to your business and when it comes to cars, what is very critical are the promotions and the kind of offers that customers get, isn't it? So is that something again that you will see, greater emphasis on or more investment in promotion spends in this year?
I think, Anuradha, right now the promotions are at a very, very high level compared to last year, same period, they are at a very high level.
Right.
Already. In fact, not everybody, industry, across industry, they are very high level. And I think this is the best time for consumers to buy.
All right, Mayank Pareek, thank you so much for talking to Storyboard. Maruti Suzuki there leading from the front in times of slowdown by increasing its investment in the marketing function. Up next on Storyboard, we have notice board and we have not one or two but 3 ad campaigns that we are putting under the spotlight.
HDSC from Titan runs on light.